Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reading the 14th Goldfish chapter 28, Observation. I'm wearing my warmest sweater, but it does nothing to warm the chill between me and my grandfather. At the lunch court, he eats his lunch in 2 bites, and then races off. What's going on with you guys? Raj asks me. We had a fight, I say. About what? Just stuff, I hedge. As if stuff can describe a disagreement about the fate of all humankind. My mom hates having a half empty theater on opening night, so she enlists me to help fill the unsold seats for our town. She gives me a ton of free tickets to pass out around school. During science class, I ask Momo if she'd like to come. She'll like some. They're free, I explain. My mom's the director. Sure, she says. Will you be there? I make his face. Oh, I'll be there. She laughs. I know the feeling. I have to go to all my brother's soccer games. Then she says, you want to do something after? Maybe get frozen yogurt? I smile at her. That sounds great. Our town opens on Friday night. My mom's already at the theater getting everything ready. So Ben drives my grandfather and me over. My grandfather's wearing a jacket and tie. I expect him to complain about having to see our town, but he's unusually quiet. The theater is packed. I guess all my hard work paid off. I wave at Momo, who looks like she brought her whole family. We settle down in our seats. The house lights go dark and the curtains comes up. Maybe I was too young when I saw it all those times before, because this time it's interesting. Or because it's the actors. My mom was right. The kids playing Emily and George are great, especially Emily. She starts out as a teenager. She grows up, gets married, and then dies while having her second baby. After she's dead, she comes back to Earth for one day, as a 12-year-old, just like me. She has a line about whether anyone understands life when they are living it. I get what she's trying to say. Life is precious, and we don't really realize that at the time. But maybe life's also precious because it doesn't last forever, like an amusement park ride. The roller coaster is exciting the first time, but would it be as fun as if you did it again and again and again? I can't help myself. I glance at my grandfather. His eyes are locked on the stage, transfixed, as if sensing me looking at him. He glances at me. Our eyes meet and hold. Something in his face softens, and I think for a moment that he gets it too, that he understands. And then he blinks and looks away. The play gets great reviews. They even get a standing ovation on closing night. But at home, there's no clapping, no encore. It's just me and my grandfather not talking to each other. I put a new packet of ponytail holders out for him in the bathroom as a sort of peace offering, but he just leaves them there. Part of me wants to smooth everything over, tell him I was wrong, but deep down I know I'm right. The world isn't ready for T. Malvinas. I wonder if this is what it's like to be a scientist. To believe in something so strongly that you're willing to go against everything, even someone you love. Maybe I am a little bit mad after all. The house is empty when we get home from school. My mom's at the high school striking the set. My grandfather and I go our separate ways, me to the kitchen, him to the bathroom. I'm full of nervous energy and decide to cook something. I flip through my grandmother's recipe box and settle on quiche. I make sure we have all the ingredients: flour and butter for the crust, eggs, ham, cheese. There's only one block of cheese, and it's way in the back of the refrigerator. When I pull it out, I realize it must have been in there for a long time. There's fuzzy blue-green mold growing on it. My first reaction is to be grossed out, but my second reaction is to be intrigued. I kind of want to see what it looks like under a microscope. I get my microscope and set it up at the kitchen counter. I scrape off some of the mold and put it on the slide and look at it through the eyepiece. It looks like delicate threads. My grandfather walks into the kitchen, carrying the catcher in their eye. The toilet's clogged again, he tells me. What are you looking at? I feel awkward explaining it to him. I was making a quiche, but the cheese was old moldy, so I decided to observe the mold under the microscope. He gives me an unfathomable look and says, "Of course you did. That's what a scientist would do." I don't know what to say. My grandfather holds up the book. I finish it. It was good. My mouth drops open. It was. It was? Yes, I judged it prematurely, and I was wrong about it. He hesitates. About other things, too. He plucks an apple from the bowl of fruit. It's red and bruised, almost starting to go. You were right, he says with a lift of his shoulders. I hold my breath, waiting, hoping. He looks at the apple. The seed is planted. It grows into a tree. The fruit ripens, falls onto the ground. He takes a bite. Juice drips down his chin, and then starts all over again. The cycle of life. I don't need to be Galileo to make that observation. I swallow. Science is powerful. There are always consequences, wonderful and terrible. I suppose I lost my way for a moment in all the excitement, and I forgot what Salk said. What did he say? His eyes meet mine. Our greatest responsibility is to be good ancestors. Then he heaves a great sigh. I guess that means I won't be getting a Nobel. Scientists don't give up. You can still get a Nobel someday. For something even more important. Something that nobody's ever done before. And what would that be? He asks, sounding skeptical. I point to the pimple on my chin, finding a cure for acne. That would be revolutionary. He shakes his head. Enough about all this. Is a plunger in the garage? I need to use it to clear the toilet. It took a few tries to get the T. Malvinas down. You flushed it? Why didn't you just put it in the trash? He scoffs. The trash? Your mother would probably forget to put it out. The raccoons would get into can and eat the T. Malvinas. And who knows what would happen next? Vicious raccoons that never get old, rampaging around the neighborhood. We laugh. Bye guys, thank you for watching my video. If you don't want to miss out on any of my videos, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in a new chapter. Bye.